So I got in these Knives of Alaska skinning blades. You can see how thick they are. They have a really odd curved blade to them, so I'm going to use the Toolcker and a slack belt sharpening method to do them. So I got in this little skinning knife. It's called a Muskrat, and it's made by Knives of Alaska. And if you can see it, it's got a almost curved tip to it. This is very difficult to sharpen on a stone, and it's very difficult to sharpen on a belt. I'm going to use a slack belt method and the Toolcker 1x30 to sharpen it, and it's going to take a little while and a little work to get this sharp. So I'm going to use the top of the belt. I'm going to go in about 20 degrees like that. So here we go. Now let's turn it on. About 1900 RPMs. Hard part is keeping the angle, but you can see I've already got it. I'm pretty close to where it should be. 18 to 20 degrees on a skinner. You see that? It's already got a good edge on it. Let's do the other side. And I got a little burr coming up already. I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to heat up this blade. Looks real good. Oh yeah, it's already got a nice edge on it. Somebody tried to sharpen these. They tried to use a stone. This would be a very hard knife to sharpen on a stone, even for a good sharpener. And I'm just barely touching the blade to the belt. And this is a Cubitron 120. And I just got it running slow. All right, we got a nice edge on it. We're going to go to the next one. I don't like the way that tip looks. That looks better. A little rotation here. So that looks good there. All right, we're going to go to the 400 Trizac. The secret here is just not going too fast to heat that blade up. You can't get in a rush. Looks good. You put your finger on top of it, you'll figure it real quick if it's getting too hot. And it is. All right, let's let that cool off. I can touch it, so it's not hot. If it's too hot to the touch, it's too hot. And that's not too hot at this point. All right, that was... Oh, I went to the wrong belt. I went to a 400. I'm going to go back to the 200 because I want a 200 to make it look a little smoother than the 400. Probably while it was heating up. I got my burr. Looks good. Probably didn't need to go back to that 200, but we did. My OCD. I can see the burr. it feels real good. All right, we're going to go from 400 to 1200. Looks real good. All right, I'm going to go to a felt belt, and then we're going to switch. I don't like the way my leather belt runs on the Toolcker. It's got too much slack. And I don't like to put compound on my felt. I like to use a dry felt belt. Looks good. Sorry, I had a customer come back up. So we're just using a little felt on here. This is basically just taking that burr off. Almost cut that belt. All right, so we're going to go to the... I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 1x30. Hold on, I'm going to switch. I don't like the way my leather belt runs on the Toolcker, or whatever you want to call it, the Chinese machine. And this is Chinese machine too, but you know what? It's not going to run good on this one either. So let's go to the AMK. So this belt runs tighter on this machine. So I'm going to do it on the I'm going to finish it up on the AMK. And I also like the flatten here. So we just put a little compound on there, and we're just getting that little micro edge nice and sharp. All right, I think that's all we need on this. Let me clean it real quick. And that is sharp. Let's see if it... And you can't see it because I have such light hair, but it's working good. You see the hair on there? Anyway, that is good and sharp now. So we have that ready for the client. He can skin a nice deer with that. There you go.